Hello, my beautiful angels. So welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about my perfume haul. So I went shopping and I got a couple things. So we're going to talk about it. We went to Disney Springs yesterday. We had a really great dinner. But I want to start this video by just kind of talking about life stuff. So I just want to say, we're all humans. We're all going through our human experience and it can be crazy, chaotic, and complex. And I just want to say, you never know what other people are going through. So be kind, be nice to people, try and live life with a good sense of humor. And I actually put this candle here today because I was like, I wanted to kind of get the point across. The candle's so cute. It says, "You're doing great, babe." I love this candle. It's normally done in my bathroom. It is fresh lavender, natural herbs, and rich sandalwood. And it's perfect for feeling #blessed. I love candles. I burn candles all the time. We also do have a whole home scent system from Aroma 360. I'm not sponsored, but they have sent me stuff in the past. I really love the company. We buy everything from them, so we'll continue to keep doing that. I also enjoy a good candle or two. So this one's super cute. I have been loving everything pink, everything bright lately. I've been feeling in this spring energy, the shift to get lots of bright colors, lots of like fun pastels. We went to Lily yesterday and I ended up getting like new wine glasses. I got this tumbler and I got some clothes from Lily as well. And I just have this feeling I want to redo my wardrobe, reset, for this new year. And I just have like a new style in mind. And I don't know, sometimes I just get in these moods and I just want to like clean everything and declutter and get rid of stuff. So I may start a Poshmark soon. If I do, I'm going to definitely update you guys. I used to just donate clothes and give clothes away, but I'm kind of thinking I might as well make money from my shopping addiction. So why not? I do have some cute Lululemon pants that my too big of a butt doesn't fit in, so we'll be selling those. They're brand new. Like I have a couple other things that are brand new that just like don't fit right. I have a very weird body type. If you've seen like my Instagram, I'm extremely like muscular and dense, but it's a weird body type and it's hard to find clothes that fit, especially when they're like made for such petite people, because I'm short but I'm like sturdy. I don't know how to describe it. Anyways, moving on. Oh no! Moving on to the perfume haul. I have two that I want to talk about from my last mini haul that I did. I ended up buying Moschino Love. I think this is Love is Love or Love, I don't know. This one is like super old school. If you guys remember like back in the, I think like 2000s, maybe it was early 2000s, this one was like everyone's jam. This one is really good. It's very like citrusy. It's good for like the gym. There is nothing expensive about this. This smells cheap, but I mean, I wore it this morning to the gym and it does the job. It just smells kind of like a Dolce & Gabbana light blue situation, only like a little bit cheaper. So I have it on this hand. Gives me total Dolce & Gabbana blue light vibes. It's fun, it's summery, it's kind of grapefruit, lemony, like reminds me of like sunshine. It's very crisp, very clean. I love it. I think it smells really refreshing. It's just one that I figured, I might as well add to my collection for like those super hot, humid days. Or, if I'm going on a weekend trip, I kind of gravitate towards these kind of scents when I'm going out to like the pool, or if I'm going to be like, if we're going to go to Nassau for the weekend, this would be like what I'd want to wear there. It's just super light, super wearable. And then I got this one as well. This one's Tommy Girl. And this one's super clean, super light. This one's kind of like that white t-shirt and denim type fragrance. It's so clean, it's so muted, it's so like innocent. I like this one. It's almost kind of a little bit floral, but not too floral. Like it doesn't smell like actual like flowers. It just smells like a clean floral display. Or like you're walking through, this is the weirdest analogy of this one. It's like you're walking through Macy's back in the day, or like not Macy's, but like a Dillard's back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember like Marshall Fields or Dillard's, where you're like walking through and they have all those like rows of like the fresh flowers. And it has that like mall smell. It smells like a mall. Like this to me smells like a mall in the 90s and the 2000s. Weirdest analogy, but it's very spot on. So that is my my cheap little fragrance haul from like Fragrance X. I sometimes like to just buy random like nostalgia. To me, it's like the Ralph Lauren Ralph. It's, to me, sometimes I need it. Like I need that like comfort, and this is like an easy way to just spray and like feel the feels. You know what I'm saying? If you're like that too, let me know down in the comments below. I'm so curious if anyone else does something similar where they'll revisit like a candle or a perfume or something that has that scent that reminds them of people, places, and certain like chapters in their life. So moving on to the next thing, we did go to Jo Malone yesterday. So I like smelled everything. I literally smelled every single thing, and these were my two favorites. So these were my top two perfumes that I picked from Jo Malone. So I'm gonna unbox with you guys. I actually already sprayed these, but I reboxed it just so that I could show you guys. So you take off the cover, and of course they're like jumbled in here. They were like set in here very pretty when she wrapped everything up. So I used to wear Wood Sage and Sea Salt. That was like my go-to for years and years and years. It's very clean. It's almost more on the masculine leaning side, but it's very beautiful, very expensive smelling. I feel like Jo Malone in general has that like very upscale, it kind of gives like New York, like Upper East Side vibes. Like I always get that from Jo Malone. I like their perfumes. However, I will say this, they do not last that long, and they are notorious for this. They're on the more expensive side, but they don't have that same lasting quality, but they smell incredible. So there's definitely a trade-off. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. One of my girlfriends just wrote, do you have an Aroma 360? What scent do you have? I think I'm gonna buy it. And I'm literally just talking about that on here. So Carrie, if you're watching this, I'll maybe do a whole video on that. But anyways, back to the Jo Malone, because we are gonna get all sorts of distracted. So I got the Pomegranate Noir, and I got the Mimosa and Cardamom. So the reason why I bought the Mimosa and Cardamom is the sales lady was talking about how that was her favorite scent, and I smelled it, and I have it over here on this side. It smells like soap to me, but it smells like a very, very, very expensive soap. And I knew that I had to have it because I have absolutely nothing in my collection that matches the Cardamom and Mimosa. And it is so, like, it is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, Mimosa in general is a very gorgeous note. Jo Malone does Mimosa correctly. It smells so fresh, so crisp, so clean, and it's just luxurious. It smells so yummy. Like, I would love to smell this in a home scent. I would love to smell this in a candle, maybe a hand cream. Like, that's what I would love to smell this in. Am I gonna necessarily wear this perfume? Probably not a lot, but if I am going to, I'm telling you, it's either a pearl perfume, so like something similar to what I'm wearing today, but with different makeup. Like, I feel like this is like very minimal makeup. Like, I'm talking just like lashes with the mascara and maybe a little lip gloss, and then some tinted face and maybe a little bronzer, maybe a little bit of pink blush. This is like a very minimal, like ballerina type scent. This is a very like youthful, like upscale, youthful, like she just glows from within. This is not like full face of makeup type of scent, if you know what I mean. This is very much like a perfectly polished but minimal type of vibe. A done but not done type of vibe, if you know what I mean. So like polished but very minimal. Like, she could have just rolled out of bed, but she looks really good. That is Mimosa and Cardamom. So Pomegranate Noir, this one I smelled and immediately, like intuitively, I knew I just had to have it. To me, it smells like Christmas. It has a very Palo Santo base to it. It has the guaiac root, it has the guaiac wood in there, the guaiac root, the guaiac. It has the Gaiac wood in, ew, like I cannot say that, you guys. I can't do it. I can't do it. It has the Gaiac wood. There we go. The Gaiac wood base in there, which is basically Palo Santo. And then it has the pomegranate. The pomegranate tends to fade after about an hour and a half of wear. And then the wood just comes out really, really strong, like heavy hitter type of wood fragrance. It's spicy in a way, but it's just really like, it smells like a candle to me. It smells like a Christmas candle, and immediately the nostalgia began to bubble up with this one, and I knew that I had to have it. It was just absolutely like the most beautiful candle type smell I've ever smelled. Like, I love pomegranate, but this is just like next level. Spray it on the bed sheets. It's sexy. Like, honestly, this would be the perfect thing to spray on the bed sheets before that, you know, before that time of night. You know what I'm saying? Night or day, we don't judge around here. But spray this on the bed sheets. I promise you, this is like one of those sexy scents that you're just like, ugh, I want more of that. Like, it just smells so freaking good. That Gaiac wood, the Gaiac wood. The Gaiac wood is just really, 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 really gorgeous in this one. It smells rich, decadent, luxurious. And then with that pomegranate in there, it's just gourmand in a different way. It's not super sweet. It's just this like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. You have to smell it for yourself in order to get the full appreciation for it. But I'm head over heels in love with it. I'm probably going to use it as like a bedtime mist, or, you know, just like unwinding at night and just spray it on. It just smells really, really, really freaking good. Of course, I'm just gonna like douse myself in it. So anyways, I am absolutely obsessed. I have been so intentional with only buying perfumes that I absolutely 100% love. I did go to Sephora yesterday and I did smell the Noir by Kilian, which is, what is it? Can't Stop Loving You, I think it's called. And I'm so glad I did not buy it, because to me it smells like Love Don't Be Shy and Prada Paradox like got together and just, you know, mixed and mingled. And it is, to me, it's just not all that. I smelled it and I was like, it's another orange blossom heavy fragrance that you could really just mix Prada Paradox with Love Don't Be Shy and you'd get the same damn thing. So anyways, that was my 2 cents on that perfume. I do love by Kilian. However, I will not be buying that perfume in particular. Kayali's been slaying it with the perfumes lately. I've seen mixed reviews. I don't like to watch reviews before I review something because it kind of taints my experience in a way. But I did watch, or I did look at the reviews after of the Kayali perfume, and I watched a couple, and some people were saying that they didn't really like it too much. And I feel very much like Kayali just keeps getting better and better. They're like innovating more. They're coming out with like really fun, cool things. They're like experimenting and trying things. And I think that that should be celebrated. Especially in a niche perfume house, to be able to really play and try things and launch, you know, these really cool out of the box perfumes. I really think that that is like crazy cool, and I think Mona is doing a fantastic job with Kayali. So good job, Kayali, like round of applause. As far as other perfumes go, I still haven't gone to the perfumery around here. I haven't really gotten to smell all the new things, so I'm a little behind in that. But I did want to like continue to update you guys on all the things. I have been wearing Baccarat Rouge, the original Baccarat Rouge, a lot lately. And you guys, the compliments and also the way that it just smells, like it is so sexy. It is almost like when I wear Baccarat Rouge 540, like I know it's about to be like one of those days. Like it's so crazy to me. Like every time I wear Baccarat, it's like people just cannot help but like fall in love with you because you smell so dang good. Like people want to sit next to you, people want to talk to you, people want to hug you. It is just one of those perfumes where I just feel like it is a classic. I know that people are so sick of it. I remember I wanted to hate it for so long, and honestly, it's just, it's good. It's so good. Like you can't hate Baccarat. Like it's just, it doesn't, it's good. I don't know. If you know, you know. So I'm curious what you guys have been up to. I did have a little health update. I have I'm not gonna show you guys too much, but I have a new heart monitor. We're doing a 3-day heart monitoring event thing. So I'm gonna have this on for 3 days. I get it off on Thursday. My health so far has checked out well. But last night I did have a little bit of a scare. We were at dinner and I was really, really dizzy before dinner, like very dizzy, like almost couldn't stand up. And I was kind of like seeing things in slow-mo. I don't know how to describe this. It was really scary. Seeing things like in slow-mo, and then like felt like I was just like about to pass out. Like I don't know if my blood sugar was really low or what. We sat down, we began having drinks. You know, usually they come out and they bring drinks to the table first. And like during the first like hour of sitting there and, you know, eating appetizer and having drinks, I all of a sudden lost my hearing, like completely lost my hearing. I couldn't hear what I was saying, and I couldn't hear, it felt like I was underwater, and like my hearing went out. It was the weirdest thing, and I like panicked for a second, like my heart started beating really fast, and I like was in a panic because I was like, oh my God, I literally can't hear anything that's going on. It was like this high-pitched ringing, and like everything went silent. And it lasted for about 3 minutes, and I just was like so dizzy, and it felt like the world was spinning. And going through the autoimmune that I've been through, you guys, it's like every time a symptom comes back, it's horrifying. And I was just sick. I just had like some sort of like head congestion, so it could have thrown off the balance that way. It's just very triggering, and anyone who's been through like severe autoimmune where it's like life-altering, debilitating knows what I'm talking about when I talk about like not being able to feel confident doing things that you once did. Like I used to love to travel by myself, and I have not traveled much since getting autoimmune. I have like a PTSD around it because there was one trip that I actually had to take to Orlando from Indiana, and I was so sick on that trip, you guys. I just remember like having to go back to my room and like lay in my room, and the room was spinning, and I just felt like I was dying, and all I wanted was to just be home. I was like stressing out about how I was gonna get to the airport without passing out and get on my flight and like get home. And it was just one of those things where I'm like, I would rather just not travel because I don't know if I'm gonna get sick, you know, and feel that way in a place where I don't have access to like lay down or whatever. And so it is really tough, a very tough past like 5 years. And I'm so ready to be over this and moved on from this. In fact, like my last doctor's appointment, I cried because my nurse was telling me that she went through almost the exact same thing that I'm going through, only she went through it for 3 months, and she was like, it was horrifying. And she's like, I don't know how you've survived as long as you have. And she's like, I just don't get how you have that strength. And you guys, my strength has been worn thin so many times. I can't even like begin to tell you. Like, I know I'm a very strong person. I know I can make it through a lot of things, but during this past 5 years, but there's been so many times I've wanted to just like give up. But I held on to the hope that someday I would get better. And I have had so many better days since 2020. 2020 was really my worst year. If you knew what I was really going through in that year, there's only a couple of people I really opened up to. I mean, it was really scary. I was going through like the bleakest of my sickness at that point. I mean, I was so weak, I could barely walk. Like I remember trying to walk to the mailbox one day, and I like got to my front door and I literally couldn't make it much further. Like my legs were like giving out, like they would go numb, and I couldn't feel them, and it was like hard to like move my legs. It was a very hard thing to describe, especially if you know me now and you know like I run races, and you would never think that I had been through what I had been through. But it was just a very traumatizing time, and I'm still navigating that. And that's why I wanted to kind of spread the message today that you never know what someone is going through, and also you never know the way people act is because of the things that they've been through. So having that compassion for people is really, I mean, it's so important because you just never know where someone's coming from. And so I hope today you can brighten someone's day and make someone's day just a little bit better. There's so many things that you can do to just spread happiness, and it goes such a long way, especially in our world. I know that everyone's going through something, so it's always good to just keep that in mind. And with that said, I'm going to be doing another video hopefully this week for you guys. I love you so much and I'm so glad you're here. Don't forget, if you have not yet done so, join our community by hitting subscribe down below and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you angels in the next video.